So icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell.
Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and our home team. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Set. 19. Watch the slant. Check three. Check three. And go. And go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check nine. Check nine. Back nine.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Out. 29.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep to return is Duke Johnson. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the sled.
Alert!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Alert!
Check 3.
Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, 31!
Watch twist. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jump it.
24 down, he's coming.
Deuce.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
159!
3rd and long, it's Watson. He's got a man, it's Corey Coleman. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Here we go.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
13. General West.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Check, 21. Slam. 61. Matchbox light.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here we go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check. Sponge. No. Hey, gun.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
Here we go.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
11. 12, fellas, here we go. I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tight dog.
2.
Now Joe Mixon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
I go 10.
21.
Kill.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll get 34 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
57. Mike, 57. Alert 3. 31. Alert 3.
On 2nd and 9, Watson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch twitch. Watch.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
21. Hey, 2. 57. Watch twist. Hey, gun.
Mike, 57. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. 57's Mike. Mike, 57.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All day, defense, all day.
I got you.
Mike's 57's Mike. Here we go. Check. Crunch. Kill.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Garoppolo now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
65.
Bud. They're not ready for this, man.
I got you.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here we go. Like 20.
Bring it. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the screen.
White.
Mike, 57. On the board.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
21.
Hey, turn it up. Check. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, gun. Six.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here we go. 180.
Check the out.
11.
57, come on.
I got you.
Get him.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Down, he's coming.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's got some. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the toss, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go,
So
here we go.
from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 57.
Hey, Alpha.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards. And a 49er first down.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Slam. Hey, watch this, watch this. Check 24, check 24.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Double dog, that's the way. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, 59. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, 54. We want it. Come on, go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's
Alert.
He's checking crap.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Hatchet. Check.
On first down, it's Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. 24. Check. Jim. You go tight. You got tight. You got 24.
Now it's Watson. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Watch the ship. SOS.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
At the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Keep playing like
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 9-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Frazier, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
A very important extra point there, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Mike's 57's right.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch the eye.
Under 10. Under 11. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Check four.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Like 20. 11.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check out. I got this.
57. Mike, 57.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Watch the safety creep. 49. 55. Tighten up. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Check. Hey, 59! Watch twist! Watch twist! Watch twist! Check 9! Check 9!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Gordon, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, 59! Check 15. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 59! Alert! Down him, go! Check 26, check 26. Check 3. 24. Down him, go!
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
24 down, he's coming.
Watch twist. Watch twist. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you say? The last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
57. Mike, 57. I got you. I got you. 57 Mike. Mike, 57. Push him back. Push him back. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come on. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
He's back to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Check 56. 54. Switch up. He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me. Mike 56. Mike 26. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 29. Shift. Quick that. High alert. Check. Fresno. 56 to Mike. 50. Right here. Time to go.
Back to throw.
Next time, son.
He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 2nd and
10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike 56. 31. Mike 56.
I got him.
Check. Slam. Check. 54.
Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be